The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
You ready? No debate, cause it's off. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, corner booth.
I see as well. Kate, I feel like I have not officially said this. I've tiptoed around it. Kate, will you marry me?
Do I have to answer now? Or
No, you have time. You can think about it. You can think about a way to say no without hurting my feelings if you want.
Oh my
lovely.
God.
I'll send you a letter.
Just don't even.
Alright, cool. Thank you. Shit. I'll send you my address later so you can send it to my house.
Yeah, I'm never giving you my address. I don't want you getting that close.
Oh, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from all of us at the Korner Booth Podcast. Welcome in to the Korner Booth Christmas party. I am your host, who's not even had a drink yet. This is a tragedy, Mr. Jerry Clem. Alongside the usual cast of characters, we've got our big four here in the house. We've got, count it, 4 to 5 guests coming in interval shifts. It's going to be a great time. We're talking some Christmas stuff because, we got to talk. It's almost Christmas. We got to talk about bad memories, good gifts, bad gifts, good movies, bad movie songs, whatever. Also, we have a ton of football this weekend, so it's going to be a fun time. We're also giving away a Nike gift card. If you do not know, now you know. So there are 2 ways to win. I believe, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong here. This is my co-host, Matt Ordaza, by the way, a.k.a. Jake Smigglesworth, a.k.a. Swagoo. Mm-hmm. The best way to put this is leave a comment on the show, and for an extra added bonus, be following the Korner Booth Instagram, and you can drop your tag in your comment for a double chance at winning. That's how we're doing it this year. Me and Matt put a lot of hard work into the Insta, and we want to see hear you guys give us feedback on the shows. Speaking of feedback, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is the man, the myth, the legend. He looks like he just rolled out of SantaCon with the Ray-Bans. Ladies and gentlemen, the former intern, now co-host of the Korner Booth pregame and podcast, the Eagles fan extravaganza, ladies and gentlemen, Chris, a.k.a. Blackout Chrissy.
How are we doing, boys? Living up to the name.
And, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, Hunter Renfro stunt double, the man, the myth, the legend, the amazing podcast host of the High-Low Sports podcast, and a resident of the Korner Booth crew, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Stewart.
Always a pleasure, guys. Happy Christmas and Merry Holidays and all that ish to everybody as well.
There you go, buddy. All right. We have another guest joining us in a few minutes. He's just trying to figure out his Wi-Fi situation. Gentlemen, we've got a fun show tonight. Honestly, we got a fun game tonight, because if you would have told me 3 weeks ago that the Rams and the Seahawks was going to be a fun game, I would have told you you're smoking something. Because
it's the Saints.
Well, yeah, Rams and Saints. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of cracking a beer while trying to organize the show. It was just something was going to slip. So the fact of the matter is, the Rams, honestly, are not a bad football team. My boy Frank Mike Smith made a point today about how everyone's got to realize Kyren Williams is top 6 in rushing this year, and he's missed 5 games. That's insane to me. The dude is a machine in that McVay offense, and I wouldn't want to be the Saints' run defense tonight. That's all I'm saying. DJ, initial thoughts. We're going to talk the game, obviously, before Josh gets in here, and then we'll talk a little college football, some Christmas stuff, and all the fun in between. But, DJ, how are we thinking about this game tonight? Obviously, you guys definitely talked about your show last night or on Tuesday, but what's the vibe with Saints-Rams?
So this one's interesting because looking at it, it's very close to lose or go home at this point. I mean, the Saints technically don't go home because that division's still a mess, but they kind of have to win to stay in it. The Rams, they win. I think they jump to that 7th seed, if I'm not mistaken. I think they jumped into the 7th seed. Right. If not, they're right in the thick of it as well. And you mentioned the Rams offense. Stafford is healthy and he's cooking. For a month straight, he's thrown 12 touchdowns with no picks for the last month, or 1 pick, something like that. Defensively, it's please get a sack, otherwise we could get got. The secondary is a little shaky, but I mean, they hold up for the most part. Offensively, though, Kyron Williams, he looks like he's back in Notre Dame. He's cooking. The offensive lines, they're not dominating, but they're climbing. They're getting to those second level blocks so Kyron Williams could cook. And Puka and Cooper Cup actually works together, which was kind of the question was like, how would Puka work when Cooper came back? Doesn't miss a beat. He looks they look really, really good and efficient offensively, which is what I think is kind of surprising how efficient they look. It's not just bombs away. I think they move the ball very, very well.
What is absolutely crazy to me right now is that if you told me 3 months ago, I think, Chris, I think you and me were having this conversation. I think Matt was out. You and me and Mason were having this conversation, and we were just shitting on the Rams, like absolutely duking on them for like a month straight. And now we're talking about them possibly making the playoffs and them being dangerous. Like that to me. Oh, they're not gonna win the Super Bowl. Let's be honest here. Their lack of secondary is what's going to kill them. It's not that they have a okay or mediocre secondary. They have a bad secondary, but they have a good pass. They have a decent pass rush, like DJ said. And it's you win game. Dumber team, worst teams have made playoff runs. Worst teams have won a game or two in the playoffs. It's more about how their offense is just hard to stop. You have two efficient route runners in Puka and Cooper Cup, and now you have a bowling ball with legs that runs through and around people in Kyron Williams and Royce Freeman, who's not a bad backup by any stretch. So we're looking at this now. The Rams can score points. They just can't stop anybody. That reminds me of a few playoff teams we've seen the last couple of years.
And the weird thing that I can't believe I saw about them, the last two things I'll let everybody else talk. I know I've hogged it so far, but they're actually healthy, which is not one thing I never thought I'd say about the Rams in 2023. Because going into the year is Matthew Stafford's neck healed after last year? Well, they're actually healthy right now as well. Like compared looking at the rest of the NFL, they look like they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're cool as a cucumber at this point. Everybody else is broken or on their 8th string quarterback. They're healthy as can be. And on top of that, the best part is for the first time since Carson Wentz was at North Dakota State and Dakota Rain Prescott was at Mississippi State, we got ourselves a first-round pick for the Los Angeles Rams. For the first time since that 2016 draft, that they actually have one. So
wow, look at that.
The rebuild is already kickstarted.
Hey, they got a Super Bowl, so I mean, I don't think that fan base is at all caring about not having a first round pick for how long it's been. But they're a fun team to watch. If you told me at the beginning of the year that they beat 7-7 at the at this point in the season, I probably would have said you're crazy. I had no faith in that defense. But the offense is working so efficiently with Kyron Williams. And I just realized how difficult it is to say Puka and Cooper if you say it like right back to back. It's just like I just combine them as Puka in a cup. Actually, it sounds like poop in a cup, so maybe not. No, maybe not. When you say it out loud and you don't think it, it sounds like poop in a cup. So we're not going to do it anymore. That was retired. What was your favorite moment about that?
R.I.P. Poop in a cup.
It lasted about 3 seconds, but no. Listen, like Matt Stafford, that wide receiver tandem, and Kyron Williams is just very efficient, and they're winning games. And the only thing from honestly keeping them from being that Rams Super Bowl team is just having a better defense. Poop in a cup.
It was literally the fastest way to get out of here so bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now with a very festive tree in his background, the host of the Rising to the Occasion podcast and one of the coolest dudes I know. His pro football allegiance is very hidden, but he is a big Sooners fan and a college football expert and just a adamant golfer. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Josh Mahler.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
What's up, brother?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I'm alive and made my travels all the way across Nebraska and back. So we're all good.
McCarthy just has to.
I've started a terrible trend. I don't know if you witnessed this, Josh, but I combine Cooper Cup games as Puka Nakua. But when you say it really fast, it kind of sounds like you're saying like poop in a cup.
This man is coming on the podcast in an hour, and he's already trying to get after it in the comments. He understood the assignment. All right, boys, first beer of the night. Let's hit it.
Rip.
This isn't horrendous, but it's not amazing.
I
don't have any more. I bought a house, and I have no more funds, so I had to use what we had, which was vanilla vodka and espresso vodka, so I combined it. So it's like a vanilla espresso vodka. It sounds a lot better than it tastes. It's not bad, but I wouldn't pay more than like $5 at a bar for it.
That is hilarious. Matt, that reminds me of back when in college when you and me tried to mix like dumb shit when we were going to that Ronda Rousey fight at Buffalo Wild Wings. We wanted the pregame.
Yeah, because we just wanted to get as like shit faced as we possibly could because we didn't want to spend.
We had about $30 to spend, and most of we wanted to spend on food. So me and Matt just Matt drove, but me and him were trying to mix the weirdest shit in my dorm room. And then our boy, who was like the one who was organizing everything, just slammed the entire cocktail and decided to puke in the bathroom at the Milford Mall. Just a good time. And then we went into
that. Yeah, well, because Buffalo Wild Wings' idea of happy hour is taking, their $9 drinks at the time and just taking $2 off. So when you're in college and you're a full-time student, $7 for a drink is like
Saturday at 11 p.m. we went in there. It was like a 40-second. It was like a 2-second fight. It was hilarious. It was the fastest I've ever been to have a B-dubs without having like a stomach issue to attach to it. But
last time I went to Wild Wings with somebody, they ordered a Henny and Coke, and the lady brought him a glass of Henny on the rocks and a bottle of Coke. And he was like, "No, ma'am, like I wanted this together." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, it's actually like cheaper if I give it to you separately. Do you want me to like change it out for you?" He's like, "No, I'll just make it myself. It's whatever. I'll just make it myself." He's like, "I didn't want it straight and then Coke on the side, but
she did him a solid.
I appreciate her honesty. I really do.
She did him a solid there.
Right? Like that's she's doing God's work right there.
That's a saint.
I never heard anybody order Henny and Coke. I just never heard that.
Henny and pineapple is amazing.
Henny and pineapple is gas, dude. Honestly, my introduction. See, I was introduced to the part of Henny because the college me and Matt went to was a very how do I word this correctly, Matt, without coming off as a little off. I don't know. It's a very Henny heavy college. Let's put it that way.
Very diverse.
Yeah.
College in a rough area.
A J.R. Smith mascot at school, you could say.
Sort of, yes. But yeah, no, I was introduced to Hennessy my freshman year of college, and it was a running joke with my friends that I was it was a 50-50 shot in my mood. Either it was Hennessy or Jack Daniels out the rim.
Dude, I did a little off topic, but I did a tequila shot. I remember for like my 21st birthday, and they said eat the lime.
Basic white girl?
Yeah. Well, no, some girl bought it for me. So very nice of her. Shout out her. Forget her name.
White girl.
Yeah, basic white girl. Forget her
name.
Yeah,
so I wasn't off. I was too off.
But what's it called? She said eat the lime. So you're supposed to suck on the lime. I physically ate the lime. It's like chewing on it, and she's like, "The fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "You said eat the lime." Said eat the lime.
I mean, you didn't not follow directions correctly in a sense.
I'm pretty like. I mean, I'm not a great listener, but like that point in time, dude, I knew exactly what she was saying. Eat the lime.
Oh my God.
I mean, like if anything happened, you probably could have took action against it. Because it's not like she said just suck on the lime. She said full on like digest that.
She basically said eat the lime, dude. That's what I have for dinner. It's just a lime. So
I mean, listen. The first time I went to a college party, I thought I was supposed to drink the beer pong water, and I was hammered, so I didn't realize it. And I'm like, and the kid next to me was like, "Dude, you just drink that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to drink if they hit the cup." And he goes, "No." And I'm like,
"Oh, say absolutely not." No.
Yeah, and they're like, "Dude,
we already got a flag 15 minutes in."
Absolutely not. That is crazy.
I think there's got to be a record.
Like, my God, that's might as well go.
Let's be honest. Okay, like I'm the kid who is like had about 35 near COVID misses, right? I've only taken about 3 days off due to sickness in the last 5 years. 2 of them were me calling out sick from the movie company because I just didn't feel like going to work. One of them was I was hungover. And then the other one was I had extreme allergies from a pollen outbreak from me playing golf for 12 straight hours. That's it. I don't really like take a shot to the shins on getting sick. So my immune system has got to be something terrifying. I imagine it as like an oversized, like monster with machine guns and shit, just fighting off in like a monster movie. I don't even fucking know. Like Mech Godzilla. I don't understand how I don't get sick sometimes.
You're like the Michael Jordan of immune systems.
Are you saying
I don't understand how I don't get sick. My buddy's like, "What about sick days?" I'm like, "I don't really get sick. Like it's not really something I do. Like even if I feel under the weather, I just kind of muscle through it."
You definitely have perfect attendance in school. You didn't miss a day, did you?
Or I think one year I got like neurovirus, something like really bad. That was like
shit.
like
yeah. I had chronic bloody noses, dude. I was in and out of the nurse's office every day. That shit was
Okay, Chris,
embarrassing.
punching yourself in the nose to get out of a test doesn't count.
Yeah.
I lived in the nurse's office in elementary school because I just didn't want to be in class. And she was a great nurse because she just knew my bullshit. She never sent me home, but she followed me, not like intentionally, but she got a job at the middle school when I graduated, went to middle school, and then she got a job at the high school when I graduated middle school. So like I never had a free pass. Yeah, I never had a free pass with the nurse. She was like, you're not doing this shit from 3rd grade and 12th grade now. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, the only time I ever had to like miss a day, I think it was like in my sophomore year. I actually legit like got my ankle really effed up, and I had to get like a nurse's pass and shit, but they didn't have any crutches for me, so I had to limp around with a brace on my ankle all the time. It was brutal.
I would have just army crawled. Oh my god.
Army. Yo, you know what the worst part is? It was mid off-season workouts, and I'm literally playing basketball with a bunch of the wide receivers and running backs. I was like the only lineman who was playing ball because most of them were still shot from running sprints, but I was in pretty good shape. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'll just start playing ball with the receivers. And I go for a layup, and I land on our starting tight end's ankle. I roll it, and you heard a snap, and you heard me screech. I didn't even cry. I was like, ah! And so I had a grade 2 ankle sprain, which was just absolutely brutal.
Oh god.
Yeah, I found this out like after I stopped playing like competitive sports besides like occasionally football, like an adult league. Like apparently doing calf raises prevents you from getting ankle sprains. Mind blown. Thank you to Amon Ross St. Brown's dad for teaching me that in Hard Knocks. It's true. I looked it up, and the science makes sense. It's like doing calf raises strengthens your ankles to the point where you don't get you just roll them. You don't sprain them.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful.
I remember like kids in our school were like allowed to leave class a few minutes early if they had like a sprained ankle or something like that. So I was working my ass off the whole year to get an ankle sprain. Like I can miss this last 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
It's the small things that you strive for.
Sacred elevator key. That was my favorite because there was an elevator in the center of our school. So
that kicks ass, dude.
Oh, dude, you kidding me? And the problem is I had a friend who mysteriously was able to get a hold of a couple of them. I got caught with one after my injury healed. I was walking with my high school girlfriend. She's like, "Why are you using an elevator key? You're not hurt." I'm like, "Not right now, but I play the most intense sport we offer at this high school. I may get hurt again." And she goes, "But you should give that back." I'm like, "No, she was a teacher's pet." Ironically, I was the one who was getting I was getting like threatened with detention. She was the one who was snitching on people. So weird dynamic there. But I think we've talked about this long enough about even though Josh, you've been pretty quiet over there. Did you get in a little trouble faking sicknesses or injuries in high school or what?
Not really. Most of my high school, I mean, I was in sports all the time, so I always wanted to be healthy, and I hated when I was hurt. In fact, I was the opposite. I would fake being healthy when I was hurt and hurt myself worse and keep on going back out. And just, it wasn't a healthy thing for me.
Well, I found out what an MCL sprain felt like and tried to play through it. And my coach, who was the JV, I was on JV at the time. I was going to be the starting left guard next year for varsity, and the OC for varsity was in the stands, ran down the field. He saw me limping after I made a tackle on the backfield. I landed weird on my knee. He literally starts running onto the field while I'm limping around. The ref's trying to get me to go off the field. I'm like refusing. And all I hear in the back is, "Cleb, get your fat ass off the field. You're playing varsity next year. It's a fucking JV game."
I tore my rotator cuff in my throwing shoulder once and finished the game.
God. Oh God.
Yeah, that
the worst thing was I think I broke 3 fingers. That was bad.
I stepped on a series of Legos. I mean, it's probably
yeah, that one wins.
Man.
Yeah, that wins.
Probably not the pain you guys got, but I feel like it's close.
No, it's
I
way
tore
worse.
I tore my knee up swinging a baseball bat. It's my back leg didn't pivot when I went through the motion, so everything stayed in place. But I heard the 6 or 7 and felt the guitar string type pops. Just one
that
by
might
one.
be the most pathetic injury I've ever heard. I hurt my knees swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah, I was playing.
How do you own that? I'm like, shit, man.
That's awesome.
Dude, I was playing baseball, and I was up to plate. I was up to bat, and I got my stance, and I don't know. I swung the bat, and my back leg just did not pivot. It just didn't go with the motion. Stayed in place, and my whole body went through the motion. And my knee was behind my knee. If that makes sense, like my kneecap was
I've seen that.
behind my knee, and I actually smacked it back. Like I hit it to get back into place.
That's fucking brutal. Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, no, I did.
What I'll say is this: we're gonna start talking some Christmas topics in a second. The worst thing I ever seen was I saw a dude take off on an end around, and he beat me to the corner. I thought I had a clear. I was in a wide 9 stance. I got off the edge quick, and this dude, he was this little speedy little receiver. He beat me to the corner, and I just watched his knee buckle like Keaton Mitchell. I was like, and I just watched him drop, and I'm like, that kid ain't going to school for a month.
Dude, like the one time where I had the bloody nose, I was trying to convince the nurse to tell my teacher.
He goes back to the bloody nose.
No, sorry, dude. I just thought about this for a second. I was trying to convince the nurse to tell my teacher I was questionable to return, like a fantasy football player.
Jesus. All right, Josh. Any thoughts on tonight's game? Anything that sticks out to you with the Rams and the Saints in this surprisingly entertaining matchup tonight?
I mean, I think there's one thing that you put into play. I think really all of this whole NFL season has been really weird and kind of out of left field. But I will say the last couple of weeks with the Thursday night football games, we've gotten some good ones. I know the Cowboys Seahawks, I believe that was a Thursday night football, right?
That was. It was
and then last week we had the absolute obliteration of the Chargers and the ending of Staley's career. So I think we've seen some. I don't know if you really call it fun games or, like I do think the Cowboys Seahawks, that was a very fun, very exciting game, but we've seen some excitement. So I think that's one thing. I do think this is a game where Matthew Stafford, I hope that he throws quite a few yards and has a day. And I don't know. It's two teams that are just so disappointing at this point though.
It's, what the problem is, I wouldn't call the Rams disappointing. I'd call them overachievers. We talked about this before. Me and DJ mentioned this before he got on. Their defense is horrible. It looks like trying to think of a team to what team. What the thing is? Every year we have a team with a terrible defense with an amazing offense that somehow makes the playoffs, like 9-8. 2018 Buffalo Bills. That was the first year where Josh Allen had put it all together. 2019 Buffalo Bills. The first year Allen had put it all together, but they couldn't stop anybody. That's who they remind me of, where they have like a good offense, but they have nobody to stop the ball. Like they will be in shootouts every night, and I'm okay with it. Or last year's Seahawks, but minus Tariq Woolen. But that being said, we're going to move on. We're going to talk some Christmas stuff because, honestly, it's the season. Everyone enjoys it. Listen, if anybody wants to I'm open to hearing if anybody's got a great Hanukkah story, because my boss is part Jewish, and he's told me something. I've heard some stories, and then I had some coworkers who are Jewish. I heard some funny stories, and I grew up with my mom's best friend being, of course, Jewish as well. And I hear some, honestly, they get 8 nights of crazy shit. We get 1, or technically 2. So there's always a balance. If you got funny stories regarding that, let us know in the comments. But we are all predominantly celebrating Christmas here. So we'll start off with something funny here, because I saw this the other day, and Chris, you wrote this, and I started laughing. When it comes to gift giving, have any of you guys ever regifted something? I've heard of this. It's been done to me, but I've never actually regifted myself. I had a friend of mine regift something that he got from his ex-girlfriend. He gifted to me because we were both big baseball fans. So it was like this special it was like this weird baseball I don't even know how to pronounce it. It was a video. It was like a baseball package. It had MLB 2K7 or something I'm sorry, MLB The Show. And it had a gift card to MLB.com and a couple other things. He just didn't use it. This guy didn't like baseball, but his ex-girlfriend did. It was the weirdest gift I ever got in my life. He goes, I'm like, I can clearly tell this is not addressed for a guy like me, but I'll take it because of the video game and the gift card. But there was like a ladies Yankees shirt. I'm like, what the fuck are you giving? It was a Office Secret Santa. And this dude literally grabbed it out of his trunk, slapped the tag on it, and gave it to me. And I was like, craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, but I'll take it. That is the only time I've ever experienced regifting. What about you, boys?
I would say one time I regifted a flannel, but I had like a coffee stain on it. So when I gave it, like when I regifted it, I gave it to my brother. He opened it. He noticed the coffee stain, and I'm like, bro, it's game worn merch. I'm like, you can't shit
I
on
hope
that.
he fucking threw your ass through a couch for that one. I would have.
Yeah, well, dude, I didn't know what he liked, so I'm like, you know what? Let me go to my closet, see what I can find.
So you grab the thing in your closet with a stain.
I know, right?
I did.
Grab something that's useless, like an Eagles player's jersey that's not there anymore. Say, oh yeah, I found a TJ Maxx for $20, asshole.
That's straight up Creed Bratton. That's straight up Creed Bratton giving Jim Halpert the flannel.
Yeah, it's game worn merch.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
That's what I
the
call
only thing I think of is that season 4 of Community where Abed gets like the Die Hard tank top. That's what I'm thinking of right now.
I'm trying to pull that together. I do know that's where I got the flannel idea for Creed Bratton, though.
By the way, I finally got to watch Die Hard for the first time on Wednesday. I don't know how I made it my entire life without watching Die Hard, but I enjoyed every fucking second of it.
I'm honestly surprised because I thought you lived your life trying to be Die Hard. I thought that was kind of like your life motto, honestly.
I have seen 3, 4, and half of 2. That's it.
So is this a new Christmas movie tradition for you as Die Hard? Is it now a Christmas movie for you?
It's always been a Christmas movie to me, even though I've never seen it. I will fight people who tell me it's not a Christmas movie. Same thing with Iron Man 3.
What constitutes a Christmas movie? Because Die Hard is literally during Christmas.
Exactly.
There's Christmas all about it. I mean,
well, I got this argument
Christmas
with a girl at my office. She's like, it's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, just because it doesn't have fucking Santa Claus in it doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie.
Well, and then even like the dude that has he has like the pillowcase over his head or whatever, and ho ho ho.
Yeah, like
I mean, there's everything about it. It screams Christmas.
Here's how I shut her up, and she actually agreed with me afterward, right? But like she was on a biblical rant, right? This was like 2 years ago, and I said this. I'm like, listen, you cannot call Home Alone a Christmas movie without calling Iron Man 3 or Die Hard a Christmas movie because they have the same premise. You could take the same exact story, put it in any other fucking holiday, and it would make it that holiday's movie. So with that same argument, you can still slap it in with Die Hard or Iron Man 3, and that's why your argument makes no sense. If you cannot accept, if you don't want to call Home Alone a Christmas movie, then yes, it's not a Christmas movie, neither is Die Hard, neither is Iron Man 3. But that being said, if you want to consider Home Alone or Home Alone 2 or Home Alone 3 a Christmas movie, you have to consider Iron Man 3 and Die Hard, I believe 1 and 2, Christmas movies. So there you go.
I got a nutty one. Is Goodfellas a Christmas movie? Because they have a Christmas party in that movie.
No, that doesn't count.
Totally.
Sure?
No, one scene dedicated to the holiday.
No. It spans too much time. The fact of the matter is, what also gives us credit is that Iron Man 3 takes place on December 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Same thing
with that logic, then Step Brothers is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
No, Step Brothers goes over like multiple months. Does not count.
Yeah, like a majority of it. A majority of it's not Christmas though. Like Die Hard is like literally all Christmas.
Die Hard is on Christmas. Yeah. Iron Man 3 is the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th.
I'll have to fact check your Iron Man thing because I don't know for sure. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but I'll believe you, and therefore I will constitute that as also Christmas.
Right here, I've literally a Tony Stark bobblehead back there, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, host of the Insert Name FC podcast, one of the coolest dudes around, a man of the people, and one of my favorite Houston fans of all time, and I think he's tied for my favorite Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, Hector Flores.
I want to know who the fuck the other Texan is.
Jalen fucking Hurts, asshole. Oh, and Cody Cannon, the leading singer.
Shout out to the kid from Channel View. He's actually, I went to college with his older brother.
I think you told me that story. Also, the entire band of Whiskey Myers, my favorite band. So,
fair point.
As you can see, I've got the Frogman poster up there on the back.
Lonely East Texas Nights, man. It's a good banger.
Houston County.
Shout out to Hector's bear getting hung in the background like always.
Sitting.
Yo, my boy out here with the Ice Cube
on my old work lanyard.
There you go, Hector. We were originally talking regifting, and it went into Die Hard, Iron Man 3, and
you say regifting, we're talking about like using the same gift bag.
Yeah. So Chris, I hope you heard Chris's story of him regifting a coffee stained flannel to his brother. Because if I was Chris's brother, I would have.
Oh, I don't do that.
I would
It was game worn merch. I don't get the hostility.
I come from a Viking family.
I'll
We
use the same
swing
bag
on people for dumb shit like that.
Dude, I'm dumb, but I mean that was funny.
Listen, the worst thing I've ever did is I think I gave my ex-girlfriend once a Juicy Couture case for her phone, but it was like a knockoff Chinatown version.
I mean,
it was like a 3-part gift, all right? Because like I couldn't think of anything big to fucking get her, so I got her like 4 different things. But like, let's be honest, like that's I think the dumbest thing I've ever done. I never regifted though. I also like I'm one of those people who actually enjoys giving gifts, so like it's hard for me to regift something. I guess is that the right way? I'm not trying to be holy and righteous here.
I learned a really solid gift hack from my mom. When she goes to the store and she sees that there's like a buy 2 get like 3 free kind of deals, whether it's like lotion or perfume or any kind of random like item, my mom will take advantage of that deal and she just hoards everything. And like, hey, so and so's birthday's coming up. She
and literally smart. It's smart. Okay.
Another one that you can look into if you guys have Costco. Costco has the best deals because you go and you can get, I think it's like 4 $25 gift certificates for $75. So you're coming out ahead.
Oh yeah, no. If I had the time to drive to Costco yesterday, my boss, we all pitched in. He loves Starbucks. He goes there every morning. Me and all the fellas at the office pitched in for a nice little gift card for him for his coffee addiction. But the problem is like at 7:30 at night, the last thing I want to do is leave my gym and drive back into the heart of darkness, aka Danbury, and literally go buy a fucking gift card at Costco. So I said, fuck, I'm going to Stop and Shop in Southbury, 5 minutes from my house, and I paid the full 50. But I mean, honestly, everyone already paid me $40. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. But it's more in like tomorrow, like so my direct supervisor for the sales department, he's like, oh, like you didn't have to give me a gift. I'm like, listen, I may be broke, but you also literally coached me the entire quarter to be a better salesman. So I'm buying you an NHL shop gift card or Fanatics because he's a Cowboys and Rangers fan. I refuse to buy any gear associated with those two teams, being a Penguins and Eagles fan. So I refuse.
Don't talk about my Rangers like that.
Oh God, Josh, you're from fucking corn country. How the fuck
I didn't realize he was talking about the New York Rangers. I thought he was actually talking about the Texas Rangers.
No. Listen, Texas Rangers. I mean, honestly, if there was any team I'd lose to in the World Series, it was kind of cool losing to them because first World Series, the whole Creed thing, the fact that they had a bunch of guys who never won before, it was kind of cool to see. But that being said, I know they're your rivals, Hector. But listen, your Astros.
See Corey Seager win a legitimate World Series title. So.
You don't call beating us legitimate?
No, I said Corey Seager finally winning a legitimate one. Because the last one was the Coco one. So.
My favorite one was my favorite thing about this whole offseason was like the MLB social media is trying to bury the Diamondbacks like they didn't exist this year. I was like, y'all are just the only game. Oh, so like there were no Diamondbacks games in the top 10 games of the season or the top 5 plays of the season. I'm like, y'all just really didn't like how we beat all the teams you wanted to make the World Series, huh? We were kind of a thorn in the MLB side for marketing, apparently, but whatever.
While we're on the topic of MLB, did you guys hear that Shohei Ohtani is going to bring Yoshinobu Yamamoto to the Rams game tonight with him? Kind of hoping that I'm actually like not opposed to that because the Rams do not sell out a stadium. They don't have that crazy of a following up there after they moved out from St. Louis. I know they were once in LA before, but so they don't really sell that stadium out. So I'm kind of hoping Yamamoto goes and he's like, oh, it's a great stadium. There's not a lot of people here. Does LA really have that fan base? And then he just goes to New York.
Well, I heard the Yankees are what? The Yankees and Phillies are front runners, I heard now.
I've heard Yankees are front runners. I heard Dodgers are in. I heard Phillies are in, and I heard the Mets just made a significantly large offer to him.
He'll ignore because the Mets are.
Yeah, he'll probably reject that one.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays for, I just like not to be cocky, but if he plays for New York, I just think he would choose the Yankees because of the history of that team and how they do have a winning culture compared to the product is better compared to
the history of Japanese players. I mean,
yeah. You know what the worst part is? That's not even the Japanese player I want. The other dude who throws like a ridiculous curveball, the stupid RPM rate. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh man, I feel really bad because he's not talked about because of.
And
But
he's
he
not
talked
also
about.
like.
And the best part is, we have a shot. I think the Arizona made him an offer. I'm like, I am hoping we get him as a number 5 starter behind like Fott, Rodriguez, Kelly, and like Galen. That's a loaded fucking rotation. I would be hype. I'd be like, all right, I'm doing cartwheel. I'm getting a book and a flight to Arizona in November. We winning this shit. Let's go. Because here's the thing: the Dodgers, and I'll make this point quick. We'll get back to talking Christmas stuff. The Dodgers with Ohtani. This is why my boy Mike over at my buddy's liquor store he owns or works at. Sorry, I know the owner. He's a manager. Anyway, one of the guys. We talk baseball a lot. We talk gambling. Every time I come in, he was pulling for my Diamondbacks all playoffs, right? And he goes, "How do you feel about the Ohtani?" I'm like, it doesn't solve their fucking problem. They're still going to get swept by Arizona or Philly again. It doesn't fucking matter. Congratulations, you added another bat who can get cold. Shohei proved that. He had a great season, but he can also go through stretches where he misses it. And he's never played in the playoff before. He can't pitch this year. You haven't solved a single one of your fucking problems. Yeah, Glasnow is great, but Glasnow also tends to kind of shrimp up in big moments. Just ask the Dodgers in 2020 or any team the Rays have played recently in the playoffs. Glasnow's not the best player in the postseason. The Dodgers have not fixed their problems, and this is why I don't really give a fuck. Also, the way the Dodgers have built their roster is built for old baseball rules. The smaller bag, no pitch count rules. It's still the same roster. I'm okay with it. We're about to go get JD Martinez. Apparently, he's coming back to Arizona, allegedly. I'm okay with it. Fuck it, rip it. Let's run this game back. I'm excited for 2020. I'm excited. Diamondbacks, NL West chance, baby. Let's roll.
Did you guys see that they reduced the pitch clock to now 18 seconds?
I'm fucking hype. Are you kidding me?
Well, baseball going from 2 hours.
If you warm up a pitcher in the bullpen, they have to come out for one batter. So now you can't just put guys in warm up and not use them in a game.
Yeah, no, I love that because it's like it makes the strategy and it keeps teams honest. I'm all for that because it really just kind of gets at teams like the Mets, Dodgers. Oh, my man, Chris Prince. I haven't seen this man in a minute. What up, Chris? Shout out to our boy. He is the, I believe, the editor and department chair head for the Belly Up Racing division, who is currently, Josh, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they rolling through the Belly Up Fantasy League right now?
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we have to tell all the fantasy guys to chill the fuck out next year in this draft. Nobody likes a sweaty, okay? It's not fun.
No, I'm all for it. I just don't have enough time to be a sweaty. So these guys,
I don't either.
These guys took it over. But hey, right now, our team right now, I think we're fighting. I can't remember who we're going against this week, but we're fighting for the toilet bowl right now. So we're in the semifinals for the toilet bowl.
I'm glad that I sent you over there.
Yeah. I think you did too.
I got eliminated from both playoffs because of that Jalen Hurts interception last week. So at this point, fantasy football is dead to me. It's all about gambling.
I literally had over half my squad get injured in the first 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and
no,
it was like no coming back.
That's just bad luck. I can't even knock that shit. I
did pick up Tommy DeVito though. So
that was a good pickup for
my mom's hometown, baby, Cedar Grove, New Jersey. Shout out.
Forget about it.
Okay, can we talk about Tommy DeVito's agent? Have you guys seen him?
Brought this up tonight. Okay, so I love how there was a whole
Italian athlete Hall of Fame member.
I explained this to Jarrett the other day. His agent is probably calling in like a hit on Daniel Jones's knees. He's probably getting beat up in some warehouse in North Jersey right now.
The MetLife Stadium pipe right now. Do that for him. You don't have to worry about that. The giant recycling bin that it's out. I call it when we drive by MetLife. I refer to it as the giant recycling bin. That's what it's called. It literally looks like a recycling bin you put in your garage to throw shit in.
It literally killed C.J. Stroud and Willie Henderson.
Exactly.
I think it was the entire Jets offensive line.
I think it was Rich Eisen that did a little segment on Tommy DeVito and his agent, and it was hilarious because he's like pulling out all the references and like Godfather and all this, and just like showing his agent, and then Tommy DeVito, who was actually Tommy DeVito plays in The Godfather. It was like all of the connections and everything to it. It was hilarious. I'm pretty sure it was Rich Eisen, if I remember right. If you guys haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch because he pulls it all out.
I actually got to watch it for a little bit.
Yeah.
He does
He
all
dropped
these
his
references,
agent.
Then gets offended by
No, he
Peyton
didn't
Manning
drop
calling
this.
him
He's still
slimy.
employed.
No, well, he dropped his agent for his off-field endeavors.
Yeah, his
Yeah, so
agent
now
is
he
now
has a
reserved
marketing.
to
He has a
contract
marketing
only.
manager.
Yeah, he has a market
Yeah.
because his agent kind of big time to a pizzeria, and I know this pizzeria. I've
Mhm.
been there before. It's very good. You usually have to sit in a line to get in, and he kind of big time them a little bit. And Tommy's like, "Yo, fuck that shit," which honestly says a lot to Tommy and his character as a human being, and his his. Some guys might just sweep that under the rug, but the fact of the matter is he went back and did it on his own terms, kind of rectified the situation. Agent got a little money grubber. It's all good, but you're about to take an L this week, right, Chris?
Damn right.
Goddamn right. Because the Eagles weren't black this week.
Yeah, we're gonna kick
Now
some
you
ass.
have to. You have to win that game.
Bro, listen, you know the Eagles are just fucking fed up when they just say, hey, NFL, we fuck your alternate jersey policy. We're going to throw out the black jerseys.
16-7 incoming.
No, try 34-5.
When they score 34, and when they score 34, I'll be happy.
Listen, I have a very sneaky suspicion if they don't score over 25, Brian Johnson may literally be left in New Jersey and have to walk back to Philadelphia. And Frank Reich might be on the first plane out.
Speaking of Johnson, did you hear Ben Johnson in Detroit is already telling people, like, I need like $15 million a year to be your coach?
Go get that bag. You're not going to get that bag, but go try.
Yeah, go. Reach for it, King. You ain't getting. Listen, have fun with your bottom feeder roster you're going to sign with, but go for it.
The answer's already no if you didn't ask for it. So
exactly. Damn, Michael Scott, chill.
They're not even looking at his resume. They just skip right through his application.
Listen. I think Ben Johnson is one of the best coordinators in football right now. The thing is that bothers me is that offense is so hinged on if they're playing in a dome or not, which is horrifying. It is the same. It is like, oh fuck, DJ. It's like your Colts post this 2006 Super Bowl. If they're in a dome, they're unbeatable. If they're not in a dome, oh, it's even money, babe.
That sounds about right. Like if you let them run a track, basically it's over.
Basically the Andrew Luck pre-injury Peyton Manning latter day kind of like era.
A glory time.
The glory times, like the post Super Bowl. Like we will ignore the 2013. What was it? What year did the Saints win the luckiest championship of all time?
2009.
Oh, so I had this theory, by the way, the other day. A Saints fan got in an argument with me, and I said, listen, if it wasn't for a lucky onside kick and a dumb Peyton Manning interception, you guys would be a garbage can franchise with no rings.
Don't forget about Hank Baskett banging the girls next door, but suddenly has Butterfingers at the most important time of his life when the ball hits.
Well, the fact that you guys signed Hank Baskett when the Eagles cut him and re-signed him and cut him 3 times under the Andy Reid era, that should tell you something.
Well, look, I'm not happy about that either, but your job on onside kick is just catch ball that hits you in face as a listed receiver.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if Peyton's a half second early, Tracy Porter gets burned for a touchdown. So let's be honest. The Saints franchise's entire thing hinges on one title that they got lucky. And by the way, they're like, oh, we would have beaten the Rams and we would have beaten the No. Saints Patriots would have been ugly. Because that Saints team was not built to beat the 18 Patriots. They would have gotten mollywopped. At least the Rams had a loaded roster. So, Saints fans, you did your job last week. You beat the Giants. So thank you. But that's about all you're good for.
Throw the ball to Chris Olave today at every play.
Yeah, right? All right. We got to get back to some Christmas shit because I was kind of enjoying it a little bit. So this topic I love because everyone's got one. Everyone's got one, right? Everyone's got a topic. I'll let you all go first. Who wants to take a stab at this one? The best, it's a double. So best, worst gift you ever received.
I'll start off with the worst. It's an unintentional worst, and I love my aunt to death, but she got me. It was whenever I was younger. I'm an Oklahoma fan, so she got me Oklahoma bedspread and everything, a whole get up. You know, the sheets, the comforter, everything. And it turns out that the fitted sheet was labeled Oklahoma on the package and everything. All the sheet, I think the entire all of the sheets. They were labeled Oklahoma, and I opened them up, and they were Washington State inside. So it was the same colors, but totally wrong logo. So that might have been my worst gift I've ever received, just because the thought was there, it just didn't deliver.
Mine's on the same
Total
in the
recall.
same. Okay.
Total recall Oklahoma.
Mine's in the same vein. In 2006, I believe it was. I was a huge Chris Leak fan with those Florida teams. I was rooting for them, all in on them when they beat Ohio State. It was glorious. But before that, I said they knew I liked Florida that year. Wasn't my favorite team, but I was rooting for them. I think it was my dad or my aunt, I can't remember which one, accidentally got me a Florida State hat. So I had a tainted Seminoles thing. They just saw I heard the Florida thing. So I was like, thanks, pain.
I mean, that's two colleges I hate. So either way, it's terrible. But
I have one where so you know me, Jared. I'm at this. I'm a pretty thin cat. I'm a pretty thin dude. And one time, my stepmom got me I think it was like a triple XL Philadelphia Flyers pajama pants and like a bag of M&Ms. And I'm like, what? Also, that's probably the nuttiest combo you've ever heard. Or two, like
that's your drunk at 3 a.m.
I'm like,
you're just ahead of the time, man, because now that's what everybody's wearing.
She hit me with
that. Into those pants.
She hit me with the I'll grow into them. I'm like, but I'm a $140 right now. I'm gonna need to hit like another 100 pounds probably. Maybe 150.
Triple XL pants. She'll grow into them. I'm like done growing. So if I'm gonna grow into those,
am I an offensive lineman?
Oh my god,
bro!
Dude,
I'm pushing about. I'm about just under 6 foot, 240. I ain't wearing triple XL pants. Fuck that.
Dude,
shit.
I think like a fucking kangaroo can jump in those, dude. I can literally.
Oh my god, that's great.
Like
pajama pants, that's not that bad though.
Yeah, dude. Well, one time it's funny though. Sorry, I have another little story. My brother wanted a Calvin Johnson jersey, Megatron, and she got him Chris Johnson from the Tennessee.
Yo, CJ2K be that dude though.
Yeah, I know. He was like, "You got the wrong Johnson." He was pissed.
Bro, I'd be hyped though. Chris Johnson. I wanted a Chris Johnson jersey when I was a kid. Like that dude. CJ2K won me like.
Suck. You got me the Ron Johnson.
Yeah, wrong Johnson.
I know the worst gift ever given had to have been what was it, Chris's brother that ended up getting a coffee stained shirt out of his closet.
Yeah, game more merch.
Oh no, I got a beat last year Christmas. My cousin's ex-husband last year at Christmas gave me really overpowered sativa gummies and a bright orange, like neon hunting orange Carhartt beanie. I don't even know where that fucking Carhartt beanie is. I think it's in my drawer somewhere for when I go hunting in a couple weeks. But that's about it. And those gummies like gave me heart palpitations. They were so fucking strong. So yeah, no. Well, dude was kind of a weenie, but whatever. Yeah, no, that was probably the worst. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, so our family has like a group chat. It's all 25 adults in the family. We all put our list of like things we can do that fit within the budget. I gave a decent list, right? Like, nice bourbon, any Miami Hurricanes or Timberwolves gear or Diamondbacks gear. I don't buy Eagles gear in season. It's like weird superstition with me. And, I need Nike black mid-calf socks, because you blow through them every 2 years. I was like, oh, maybe a nice little Lego Star Wars set, gift card to Cabela's or Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever. I'm like, where the fuck does it say weed gummies and a fucking orange Carhartt hat? But yeah, that was probably the worst for me. The best gift I ever got, I was 13. Airsoft was really big with my friends and family. And it's ironic now because my rifle is the same brand as my airsoft rifle was then. My parents got me a $300 Stag Arms airsoft M4. It had a ridiculous range. Like most airsoft guns have a range of like maybe half a football field. I'm tagging things at 75 yards. And it was like the craziest rifle. If I didn't burn the battery out, this thing would have probably lasted until now. I was like jumping around and screaming. It was like the coolest gift ever. I actually went outside on Christmas morning, set up my dad's beer cans from the night before with my uncle. Him and him were having beers, and I was just tagging beer cans across my yard. So I'm shooting with like 50 yards, and I'm like losing my shit. I was having the best time in the world. So that was probably one of the best I've ever had. So it was cool. Also, my first Eagles jersey, Donovan McNabb, 2004. I always wanted an Eagles jersey. I never got one the first 2 years I asked for one. Then I got a McNabb jersey in 04. Oh, sorry, 03.
I think best Christmas gift. I was like 9 or 10 years old. We lived in southern Indiana at the time, and I'd never been to an Oklahoma game. I don't know if I've ever been to a college football game at all, but they just happened to be over in Cincinnati, which was like 2.5, 3 hours from us. And so my parents got me a gift for the upcoming season. I guess it would have been at the time where we were going to be able to go over to Cincinnati and see them. And it ended up moving stadiums to where, because our tickets were like in the Cincinnati Bearcats Stadium, but it ended up getting moved over to the Bengals Stadium. So that was even cooler for me to be able to go to an NFL stadium that young and everything, be able to go over there and see my team play and everything. That was pretty cool.
My best gift was probably when I was about, I don't know, 15 years ago or so, when I was like just getting into like middle school, still fresh out of like elementary school kind of age. I was big into like wrestling. I was big into WWE. I was playing SmackDown Here Comes the Pain from like 2003 or whatever. That was like my favorite game. It got me into like wrestling. And then I realized wrestling was like real in the sense of like it wasn't just a video game. It was like actual people in person doing this shit. So I was like, I started watching it. And my mother got me a Stone Cold Steve Austin Smoking Skull belt. It was like Stone Cold Steve Austin's title belt. I got like Batista's old school WWE Heavyweight Championship belt. I was wearing that shit everywhere. I thought I was fucking champion. That was a great gift. My worst gift was probably, I don't know, I just had this hat phase where I just really liked hats. Wide brim fedora. And it came from this, sketchy overseas site, but it took like 3 months to get here. So when it gets here,
I bought this shirt because I saw Jalen Hurts wear it. No judgment here.
Well, so it gets here, and it was just, the box was just so beat up that when I actually pulled the hat out, the brim was bent everywhere. But it was past, like, you couldn't rebend it to put it back into like a perfect wide brim. So like I just spent like months just twisting it, trying to get it back to flat, and then I finally got it close enough, but it looked janky, and I was like, you know what? What am I going to do? Wear this in public now? Like after I just makeshift fix this, I had to get rid of it. I was so upset. It was my worst. It was the worst gift ever.
What, am I supposed to wear this thing?
Yeah.
I think the weirdest one I ever got was I got a Brian Westbrook, Eagles, like the Carolina blue and yellow jersey. I got one of my buddies at college gave me that. He found it at a thrift store. It was the 1936 throwback from that one game against the Lions in 2006. It was the ugliest jersey. I never wore it. I had it. I think it got thrifted by my mom like 10 years ago. But honestly, now with how the style and everything has changed with the whole 80s look, honestly, if I could find that shit, I'd rock that shit because it's a nice jersey. But it was a Brian Westbrook. My buddy gave it to me for the Secret Santa for our college radio station. He found like Savers for like $20, and I was like, dude, that's lit. Thinking about it now, that's a lit jersey to have.
Yeah, I remember my dad got me the LaShawn McCoy. He got me the LaShawn McCoy jersey, but it was his rookie year when he was number 29, and then the next year he switched to 25. So it was kind of awkward at that point, just rocking a 29 McCoy jersey. But probably my favorite gift I ever got was my mom bought me the PSP. Like everywhere I went, I'm just playing any game. Usually, like what Matt was saying, I'm usually playing the WWE games or like any sports game. But like on a long road trip, just grinding on the PSP was like the greatest thing ever.
Bro, listen, PSP was that shit I never got as a kid, and it kind of always killed me. But
I think for me it's different because I'm a December baby, so I do get that family member that's like, this is also your birthday and Christmas present.
Oh, buddy.
So I get that a lot. But I will say one of the coolest things was my mom and my sister and like some other like close family friends all like put money together to get me a GameCube.
Nice.
So
GameCube's cool. Yep.
Yeah. GameCube always slept.
So that was a pretty cool one. And then I think the worst gift I ever got, which Shout out to my cousin Brian, you scumbag.
Yo, fuck you, Brian.
I still hate you to this day. I'll never forgive you.
The whole family does, by the way. But so what this guy did, so my aunt went to go, shop Christmas presents, and Brian decided, I'll pick Hector's gift. And like I said, I have a GameCube. And he goes and buys Clock Tower 3, which I don't even know where the first and second one came from, but it was a PlayStation 2 game. And I remember I opened it and I see it, and like I didn't want to be a dick or anything, so I just like, just had it there. And then my aunt's like, "You want to play it?" And I was like, "It's not gonna fit." But
yo, I feel like it's like that kid, the avocado kid from like Vine. Avocado, thanks. It's like PS2.
would have loved the avocado.
Yo, right? Facts.
We're talking about PSPs and Vine and GameCubes and stuff. Like a lot of people wouldn't even know what this stuff is anymore.
I know, we're really showing our age right now.
Yeah,
I
these
know.
kids nowadays.
We're a bunch of young guys showing our age.
iPad children don't know.
Chris, you are one of those children.
Yeah, Pat. Sorry.
Maybe I am.
And so my cousin
Maybe I am.
Chris, you are literally so much younger than. I mean, actually, then again, I think Josh is only like a year older than you.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
No, he's like, he's 2 years old. Yeah, 2 years older than me. Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude, I am the youngest. Oh my god.
Because like you got Hector
you
in
guys
his
later.
30s, DJ's in his 30s, me and Matt who are 28,
32.
and then you got Josh who's in his late 20s. Like you're a baby, Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play on my PSP. I'll be back.
Josh has another year of in his mid 20s.
Yeah, I'm still mid.
Let's be honest.
Mid.
To me, mid-20s
is
is 24,
that you got
25,
that
26.
insurance drop. Because at 26, you get that nice insurance drop in your auto.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
true.
I'm living it up right now. I'm going to the hospital as much as I can, dude. I'm riding up.
Oh my god.
He's thinking of health insurance. I'm talking about auto insurance.
Oh shit.
Oh, you kidding me? Yo, my truck right now is insured at $93 a month. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm living life at almost 30, bro. I love this shit. I was paying almost $200 a month when I was 25.
Dude, my rate is so low, I can actually just pay for like the 6 months.
Bro, that's what I'm.
That's when you know you've made it.
Okay, yo, literally, I lost my license at 24, and I literally am going to be able to pay in a year clip at less than $400. I'm like, fuck yeah, and that's at like half coverage, I think. Shout out Progressive. All right. All right, listen, I know, Josh, I know you got to go soon, brother. I want to get your pick here for one game. We got 2 college games coming up, but last Christmas topic, we got to talk favorite Christmas song. Everyone's got one. I want your guilty pleasure song and your favorite song. I know there are 2 of them.
For me, I feel like, what is it? Mary, Did You Know from Pentatonics? Because my wife plays it all the time, and that's a really good one.
Mrs. Mom coming in with the clutch hookup.
I honestly, that might be my favorite / guilty pleasure. I don't really know if I have a guilty pleasure, so maybe that is my guilty pleasure, but that might be one that kind of hits hard for me as far as Christmas songs.
All right. For me, my guilty pleasure one is Christmas Baby Please Come Home by Michael Bublé. For some reason I can match his voice octave when I'm singing in the truck, allegedly. And my favorite of all time will always be Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens by Run DMC, or Santa Claus is Coming to Town by the Philly Specials, or
that's pretty good.
Bruce Springsteen.
I sound really good if I crank the music really, really loud.
Apparently, I don't have a terrible singing voice, but I don't see it. I literally have told my parents like a couple times I don't sing. I don't like singing in public. It actually I get really embarrassed. But apparently, I have a decent singing voice. Allegedly, I don't believe it, but that is apparently the rumor.
You're real life Will Brennan from Step Brothers. Holy shit!
For someone that does a singing bed in his own podcast, I can for sure tell you my voice is god awful. So I know that.
All right. Confidence. Josh's got to hop off in like 30 seconds. Let's run this quick because I got to ask him who's picking for these 2 college games.
Favorite Christmas song is "Christmas Don't Be Late" by Alvin and Chipmunks. From my age on that one, and guilty.
Oh yeah,
is
Fuck
This Christmas.
Nice.
My favorite is Mele Kamiki Maka. It's like the Hawaiian one.
Mele Kamiki Maka?
Yeah, you guys know. By Bing Crosby. Yeah, and also like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by DMX. You gotta hear that.
Oh yeah.
Which was
What?
Yeah, what? Yeah, just screaming.
Yeah. Yeah, my guilty pleasure is definitely the DMX one that you were just mentioning. I've been thinking of that one in the back of my head. But my favorite is Dominic the Donkey. I fucking love that song.
Yep.
I live that fucking song.
Matt, I'm gonna send you Jason Kelsey's version. You're gonna love Jason Kelsey even more.
The one that I can't stand because working in retail for as long as I did when I was in high school, it just ruined it for me. But Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas."
Yeah.
I
Oh my
can't.
god!
No,
I don't really think
hate
that's that hot of a
Jordan
take. I think
Mailata's
everyone-
version is so much better.
Big
This guy
time
Dex
Russian
McBosa
version
on
better.
Sunday, sings on Monday. All right, Josh, I need your opinion here, my friend. JMU and Air Force, take your pick.
Man, Air Force really showed up this year, and it was fun to see them go on their little run. But JMU, I'm taking them to win, cover, and I think they win that game pretty well. Plus, they're able to make a bowl game. I mean, they're pumped for this right now. There's no campus more happy to be in a bowl game that doesn't matter at all than JMU right now.
Fair enough. All right, and finally, Utah and Northwestern. I don't even know how fucking Northwestern made a bowl game after the season they've had.
Yeah, well, so looking at what Utah's got coming to the table, I want to take Northwestern to cover. I don't know if they win because Northwestern was a dumpster fire after they were playing with each other's buttholes in the locker room and stuff and all that stuff. But after all that scandal broke down and everything, they were a dumpster fire. The interim head coach needs to be hired immediately. I forget what his name is, but he did a phenomenal job this year stepping in and bringing them to a bowl season after everything that they went through and all the players that left. That was a really crazy job. So I think Utah still wins the game, though. I just have a hard time betting against Utah against Northwestern. That's so weird to me. So I'm going to pick Utah to win, but Northwestern to cover just because I like them.
Fair enough. All right. You can check Josh out at Everything Rising 2 on all things social media and YouTube. Rising to the Occasion is the name of the podcast. Josh, Merry Christmas, my brother. Have an amazing holiday to you and Mrs. Mahler, and we will see you soon, all right?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. I just been on the road all week long, so I need to go eat some dinner and enjoy my time here at home.
Fair enough.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Merry Christmas, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a friend of the podcast, the host of the Rising to the Occasion show, a adamant beer lover, the father of the famed tag-along, and the onesie-wearing wonder, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan McCarthy.
There he is.
He's struggling.
Oh, a Toast Crunch
Got
beer.
Got it.
There it is. What's up, brother?
What's going on, fellas? And by the way,
you
it's no
doing,
Christmas
man?
required, not Rising 2.
I know. You are no credentials required. I apologize. I was trying to get Josh off as fast as possible. And first off,
Phrasing.
Whoa, you're trying to get Josh off?
It's
speaking of getting people off the
job.
show, ladies and gentlemen, you can check out my man DJ's content at Everything High-Low Sports. DJ, my man, Merry Christmas to you and to Kels and to your lady. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your week off. All right, brother. I will see you soon.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys. Enjoy the
Yeah,
diehards.
brother.
Merry Christmas, DJ.
God, anybody else slightly
Everybody
worried?
leaves.
Anybody else slightly worried he was going to press the end live stream button because he was taking a while to get off?
Bro, listen,
Ah,
it was like
got me this time.
listen, everyone remembers the Duckman episode when Andrew literally shut off the whole stream mid-episode. I was so fucking mad. We had like 45 fucking we had like I think 8 or 9 people per minute joining the stream. We had I think so like on StreamYard, right? I have like people viewing right now. We have about 20 something people. Between Twitter, YouTube, and both Facebooks. So last year we had like I think we had like a record show. We had like 15 or 16 people watching at once. And I was like, holy shit, this is great numbers. And then Andrew hits the fucking end stream button. I wanted to fucking strangle him.
Jesus.
I was so fucking mad. And the worst part is that the second half of the show got even crazier, which is even better. McCarthy, how you doing, brother?
Doing pretty well. I'm enjoying. Obviously, I'm enjoying the festivities.
I tried to watch the show last night, but I did not want to hear about Dustin talking about how his Seahawks beat my Eagles. I didn't want to talk about it.
honestly, he didn't really bring it up that much.
I no, listen, I watched the first 5 minutes. I was like, you know what? I know Dust. Listen, I love these two to death. I'm gonna let them talk. I'm gonna watch Die Hard and just not listen. Or not Die Hard. Sorry, I watched like, so like, you ever like watch a series and you know like the back end of the seasons are terrible, so it's your second or third time through a series, so you just start picking and choosing the episodes you want to watch.
No.
Yep.
That was me with Community last night. I watched like season 6 is terrible. Season 5 is okay. There's like 5 good episodes. I just watched like the last 5 good episodes.
Wasn't
then
season 6
I was
on
like,
Yahoo? Wasn't season 6 on Yahoo exclusively? And
yeah,
then
it
they
was
brought
like
into
a
the mix?
terrible. It was awful. Like I was like,
was not
how is
great.
this a fucking show?
That's
It was
when
not
that's when he goes back and becomes a teacher, right? That's that season.
Season 5 is fine.
Yep.
Season 5, you get they make fun of like social media apps. You get the ass crack
Meow
bandit
Meow Beans.
finale. Yeah, Beans, right? You get like a bunch of good stuff. You get like Pierce's funeral with the guy who plays the villain in Justified. I can't remember his actor's name right now, but I love that fucking series. It's a really good season. Season 5 is not terrible at all. Season 6 is so fucking bad it drags season 5 down. That's the problem. But McCarthy, I'm going to ask you: have you ever regifted a gift?
An actual gift, no. A white elephant gift, yes.
Okay, fair enough. I will let that one slide. Chris's best thing he ever heard is you can ridicule this when he gets back. This man gifted his brother a flannel he wore and had a coffee stain on.
It was game worn merch.
He calls it game worn
merch.
He also put it in a plastic bag.
As I say, did he get certified?
That's a good question.
It
depends on how popular.
Well, we were talking about best and worst, right? So, like I said, my worst was my my cousin, who's like my big sister. Her ex-husband last year at Christmas gave me a neon orange Carhartt hat. First of all, I don't wear bright colors to begin with. 80% of Matt knows this because he's been around me for a decade. 80% of my clothing is black, gray, navy, army green, Eagles green. The only thing bright I wear is Hurricanes orange. That's it. And so why would you buy me a neon orange hat? I literally use it to go hunting. That's it. That's the only reason I have that hat is literally to go hunting.
That's the only reason why you should have that kind of hat.
That's the only reason. So like me and my buddy are going buck hunting in a few weeks.
I can't use a PS2 game.
You don't want to get Dick Cheney out there.
We had an Xbox and a GameCube. So, like, we had to go. So, Ryan, I got to ask you, what was the worst and what was the best gift you've had? I know you have a little more experience than myself, but what do you got here? What's the best and worst gift you've ever gotten?
Best gift I ever got when I was in 6th grade. We finally got a Nintendo, but we didn't get just any Nintendo. We got the NES with Duck Hunt and the Olympic Games.
Nice,
classic.
With the pad, with the game pad, it was awesome.
Sweet.
You don't want to get Dick Cheney out there in the forest. No.
Nice. So, what was the worst gift you ever got?
I don't think I've really ever received a bad gift, to be honest with you. I did try once to exchange a gym bag that I got when I was a teenager with one of my brothers, my cousins. My grandma gave it to me. And my grandmother was a sweet Irish old lady, and she loved us kids. And this brown bag was just ugly. Grandma, rest in peace, love you. But this brown bag was just ugly. I'm like, I'm not getting caught with this at school. I'll get ranked by like crazy. So I tried to switch it to exchange it with one of my siblings or one of my cousins. My grandma walked right in the room. And I went, oh no, I'm a dick. And I still think about that to this day. I'm like, why'd you do that, Ryan? Your grandma loved you. Right. You were her favorite all the way to the end.
I have a good honorable mention.
I do too. Go for it.
Some family members, we decided to do like Secret Santa, because we're all, it's like, instead of wasting money on all of us, we'll just get one gift for us and just take care of the kids. Guys, I think something that happens as you grow up is you just stop caring about yourself. And so the first rule everyone said was no gift cards. Like, actually get a gift. I was the only person that got a gift card.
Damn.
All right. I got one beat because actually I appreciate the value of gift cards. It
I
kind
do
of
too, but when it's a like rule number 1, no gift cards.
I would be like, I bet we're rolling. So a couple years ago, my uncle unanimously decided for all the grandkids, my grandmother and my grandfather were going to gift us paddle boards. The fuck am I needing a paddleboard for? Fuck paddleboards. First of all, neither of them were rated for my weight. I was 230 pounds just out of college, right? Second of all, I have good balance, but I'm not a skinny little bastard like most of my cousins are. Most of my cousins are very lean human beings. I'm a bigger, muscular. When it comes to muscle mass, I like none of my cousins come close. They're all very lanky and lean, all right? Or they're out of shape. There's no in between. I am kind of the weird odd man out. Like I was the weightlifter out of my family. We were basically told, hey, we're getting these paddle boards. I'm like, I look at my mother, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with a paddle board? Like, I didn't ask for this shit. I used it once. I fell off. I said, yo, fuck my uncle. I'm done with this shit. I'm good, bro. I said, yo, listen, all right. I know it was all in good, it was in good taste, but listen, this is discriminatory towards my ass. Fuck this shit.
My honorable mention would probably be when I first started coming around the family on my wife's side. I was given a gift, and it was like one of those gift box sets that you'd get from like one of those like, oh, do you need this when you're in line at Marshall's kind of thing. Like it's just like,
yes,
you know,
like the
so that
gift package I got from my coworker.
The impulse aisle.
Yeah,
aisle.
yes, exactly.
The quick grab gift basket kind of shit.
Yeah, the ones that nobody wants, but people think like, oh, these are good gifts. So like, I thought it was cool. Like, I don't hate gifts. I just like the spirit of everything. So, but I was just using it for my hair and my beard and everything, and it just turned to make everything very dry. It just wasn't quality stuff.
Oh god.
So it was just like my beard was constantly dry. Like my hair would get like. I was just like, okay, this is bottom barrel cheap shit. I was like, there's a reason why I've never heard of this brand before.
Right.
So that was probably my worst unintentional gift.
I'd like to build off your question, Jared, in regards to best gifts, worst gifts. What were some gifts when you were a kid or a teenager? At the time, you're like, why am I getting this? And you look back, and you say, that was definitely really useful.
Hindsight's weird.
Deodorant. I got deodorant in my stocking.
See out here? All right.
A traveling hygiene bag.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, as a teenager, like, what the fuck is this for? But
Yeah.
like, now I use it. But,
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
I'm trying to think. Shit.
Well, while you think about it, I'll give you my answer. My answer was socks. And like I said, my sweet old Irish Grandma McCarthy, used to give us socks every single year. And once I hit my 20s, I look forward to getting socks every year for Christmas until she didn't give gifts anymore. I was like, all right, sweet, new socks.
Nothing wrong with you.
Yo, bro, listen. I was talking to my boy at the gym yesterday. I took off my gym shoes. I had a pair of Nike Pegasus Trail Runners on. I took them off to put my J's back on to leave the gym. And I'm like, and my boy goes, yo, you got a big ass hole in your socks. My bro, Christmas 3 days away. We good.
We can make it. We can
We
make
in it, bro. Let's go.
It's
baby.
It's not that transparent.
I'm trying to think. I guess
I got gifted a money clip.
Oh, I got gifted a peacoat, like a nice, like professional jacket, and I was like, all right. And I worked a year in insurance. That was like a nice thing to have going. Like, listen, like if I'm wearing like a suit jacket, it's not that warm, but I'm going to customers' houses wearing a peacoat and then like a suit and tie. It looked nice, and honestly, I still have a peacoat to this day. I wear it when I go out to nice occasions and shit. I actually think it's a nice look. A peacoat and cowboy boots. I did that last year. It was an interesting look. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a black.
I got a
dark cocoa brown area
from my brother-in-law. And all I could think about in that moment, I was like, I live in Texas. In what situation would I ever need a puffer jacket? This is before the freeze, by the way. And all I can think about,
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
All I can think about is like, when the fuck am I gonna wear this thing? I'm not going to Colorado anytime soon. and then the freeze happened. I was like, oh, this came in pretty clutch right now.
Right? Fact.
I was like 14 or 15. I got gifted like a money clip, and I'm like, why the fuck would I need a money clip? I have a wallet, this and that. And then you get older, and then the fashion is like some people like myself, like I like a little bit of the fitted attire. Like I don't like the giant baggy, clothes. It's not 2002 anymore. We're not wearing pants that are 3 sizes too big unless you're Chris that got
back,
gifted.
Maddie.
Unless you're Chris that got gifted a
Coming back.
3XL pair of pajama pants.
It's coming back, brother. Clothes coming back.
Yeah, Maddie.
Nah, but then you get older and you wear the nice suit pants. You go and get fitted at a tailor shop, and your wallet is extremely bulgy in your pants, and you don't want to. You look like you have a giant tumor on your thigh. So then I got the money clip, and I started clipping everything in there, and it's nice and neat and professional.
You should say to people if you have the wallet in your pants, oh man, your wallet's getting fatter. You making more money? You should say, no, I got a tumor on my thigh.
No, I'm dying. It's cancer.
Right.
I'm dying. It's cancer.
I'm corralling this, I'm corralling this right now. We got to get rolling here. It is time for the 6-pack presented by the amazing people at the candidips.com. Promo code BELLYUP 20 for 20% off. Best flavors on the market. Arnold Palmer, grape, mango, spearmint, regular winter mint, which by the way tastes exactly like Copenhagen. God bless, as a Copenhagen boy myself. It is a great alternative to your dip needs. Check them out right now. Camps.com, promo code BELLYUP 20 for 20% off. We're kicking off. Josh got us rolling. Utah versus Northwestern. Shout out to our boy Grayson, Northwestern alum, former co-host of the show, and former linebacker of Northwestern.
Damn.
So, Chrissy, I think Matt should go first.
Well, I'm not picking Northwestern, so give me Utah on this one.
All righty. I am also going to go with Utah as well. My biggest problem with Northwestern is I still don't know how they made it here. Like, they were a dumpster fire all year, and the fact they made it is a little terrifying to me. That being said, usually when a team just makes a bowl game, they just get slaughtered, especially by a team like Utah, who had top 10 aspirations. Give me Utah. McCarthy.
The last time I picked Utah on this very program, they were down 28-7 in the beginning of the second quarter against Oregon. Northwestern.
Fair enough. Mr. Flores.
So proven wrong, I'm going with Utah.
All right.
I didn't watch that Oregon game, so I wasn't proven wrong.
All right. And finally, Mr. Blues Brothers, Santa Claus.
Yeah, give me the Mormons. Give me Utah.
Not Zach.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. JMU Air Force. Maddie, I'm going to make you go first the rest of this show. We're coming for that ass. JMU versus Air Force.
Shout out to Air Force for getting to this point in this time, actually having a little bit of competitiveness. But I'm gonna stick with James Madison on this one. So give me JMU.
All right, Mr. Hector.
I'm never picking the Air Force. Go JMU.
Nice. Chrissy.
I'm wrong with these guys. I am taking JMU as well.
Give me the Dukes. JMU. McCarthy, you and your onesie. What are you taking?
Yeah, let's make it unanimous. Go with the Dukes. We can stick it to the NCAA for denying the first time to a bowl game. Not that they're in a bowl game. I want them to stick it right back at them and just say, right there.
Here you go. All right. We're moving to the NFL.
That's football, baby.
Jags and Bucks. I don't know how to pick this game. I really don't.
I don't either.
The battle for Florida. Baker Mayfield versus. Wait, is Trevor Lawrence good, or is he still having a high ankle sprain?
So that's what I was just going to say. I got a
Caution.
Bleacher Report notification, and I'm pretty sure they're saying that Trevor Lawrence is likely going to be out for this game. So with my pick,
the fucking ears.
With no Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to roll with Baker and the Buccaneers on this one. Because I believe the backup is CJ Beathard.
A way to lose this division to the Texans. Hector, I told you, bro. 9+ wins. Y'all thought I was crazy.
I was there with you.
I know you were, but the rest of the show was giving me shit for it. I said,
I'm not gonna
Texas,
lie.
I wins. Let's roll.
I think this could be the Colts division. It's going to be between Colts and Texans, but I don't know. Shane Steichen and Gardner Minshew are finding a way to get it done.
Oh, by the way, we're 4 minutes into the Thursday Night Football game. It's still fucking 0-0.
Yeah,
I mean,
37%.
thanks to your field, that CJ Stroud is out, so we're gonna have to.
Well, listen, nobody
see
likes
what
the big
Keenum can do
recycling
for another
bin.
week.
We should
Is
literally
Keenum starting or is Davis starting?
It's gonna probably be Keenum again.
listen.
Good.
We should parking lot with a JDAM bomb the Meadowlands. Just parking lot, the whole fucking thing. Have them go play up in like some other stadium because that stadium is cursed.
It's pretty bad.
By the way,
It's like a
starting prices for Commanders and Jets on SeatGeek.com. Use promo code BellyUpSports for $20 off your first order. $50
Nice
or
bunch.
more. Ding! $24. That includes the fees.
Wow! Holy shit, that's cheaper than Miami Boston College.
Yeah.
Shit.
Guess who sold his Christmas Eve tickets in August when Aaron Rodgers was still healthy? That would be me. Thank God.
Yeah.
Actually got face value for him.
Attaboy. Boy. Or who hasn't picked yet?
I think everybody except me.
No, we have McCarthy and Mr. Chris here. All right, Santa Chris, what we got?
I'm gonna bank on Trevor Lawrence not playing this week, so I'm gonna take the Bucs at home, even though the Jags are a really good road team.
All right, here's the deal: if Lawrence plays and the Jags end up winning, this game is null and void. Nobody loses a point.
Okay, I'll write that down.
But if you pick the Jags, you get 2 points.
Yeah. According to Bleacher Report, at 31 minutes ago, he's reported as likely out.
Okay, so then never mind. McCarthy, finish us strong.
Well, my co-host Dustin last night talked about the Baker resurgence of one Baker Mayfield. Saw it last week when he had a perfect passer rating in Green Bay. It's never happened before. May never happen again, for at least in this this iteration of the NFL. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe in Baker. Give me the Bucs.
Believe in B.
I've been banging the drum for Baker since August, and everyone's like, "Why are you banking on Baker?" I'm like, bro, listen, my boy got did dirty by the goddamn Browns. Like he needs his his flowers. All right, moving on. Speaking of Hector's Texans, I feel like this game, this line is shifted, but listen, we can replace this game if y'all want. I am willing to replace this game. If you think there's a better game on, I will replace this right now. We can replace it with either Bengals Steelers. We can replace this with Colts Falcons or Lions Vikings. Your choice.
I like Bengals Steelers. I feel like that would be, out of what you mentioned, actually Bengals Steelers or Colts Falcons, I feel like would be the more competitive games. I just don't see how the Vikings are going to give the Lions a run.
It's
All right,
now
McCarthy, Hector, what are your thoughts?
The line is now 3, according to
Texans
DraftKings.
Browns game.
Yeah, I'm going to take this out because CJ ain't playing.
CJ's not playing, so it's going to be like Case Keenum versus Joe Flacco.
Oh my God.
Basically,
2017?
It's basically going to be what defense. Like, it's what defense can do a better job. Which, I mean, man, the way they played last game against the Titans, while it was still an ugly game, the Texans defense kept the Texans in there. So, I mean, I'm super confident that the Texans can get the win. Joe Flacco, but then again, we don't know what Joe Flacco, man. He's very Jekyll and Hyde.
So this is the exact reason why I'm taking this out of the 6-pack. So it's either going to be Bengals Steelers, Colts Falcons, or Lions Vikings.
I don't think either are upset options, right? Unless you take unless you take Vikings +3 at home. But
yeah, Vikings are 3-point dogs at home. So yes, that is an upset.
What if I hold the spread?
Atlanta's 2.5 point dogs at home.
Yeah, no, Bengals is also, Steelers is also an upset.
I mean, I know my choice for either of those games, so you guys make up that decision if you want.
All right, so we need a consensus, boys. Who are we taking here?
I like the Bengals Steelers, but I'll leave that.
All right, so Chris is vote for Bengals Steelers. Matt, your vote is for what again?
I like Bengals Steelers too.
Okay. Anybody opposed to Bengals Steelers replacing it?
I don't
All right,
blame
Bengals Steelers.
Oh man, give me JB, not Joe Burrow, Jake Browning and the Bengals to beat the Mason Rudolph-led Steelers. This could be the first year Mike Tomlin goes under 500 in his career as a Steelers head coach of, I believe, 17 seasons now. Illustrious career, very successful career. I think this is the year that it happens. And give me the Jake Browning-led Bengals to get this win.
Yeah, give me the I'm with you, my friend. Give me Jake. Listen, this man was screaming at the goddamn fans up in Tennessee or at Minnesota. You shouldn't have fucking cut me. I'm like, this dude has a chip on his shoulder. I've been a Browning fan since his Washington days. So God bless. Give me the Bengals to roll here. I think the Steelers are in trouble. I think the fact that we're already hearing Mike Tomlin getting fired rumors and it's not even week 17 yet, it's a little scary. Unheard of. McCarthy.
Give me the Bengals. They're riding high with Jake Browning right now. With the way the Steelers been on offense this year has been so bad. Bengals are rolling. Give me the Bengals.
Nice. Christy.
I think he's frozen.
Oh, Hector.
I mean, man, when you tell me Jake Browning and Mason Rudolph, you got to go with Jake Browning.
There, he's back.
There we go. Wow, I don't know what happened there. This
Hector.
spot of my house, I never had bad connection, and today,
all right,
plagues me.
Hector, finish up. What do you got?
I'm going with the Bengals.
Nice.
I'm taking the Bungles as well.
All right, we're clean sweeping. There we go. I completely forgot. I forgot to update the last game of the six-pack. This will be fun. All right. We are moving on now to this fun one. Oh, boy. Cowboys and Dolphins. The Beat the Bad Teams Bowl. I am excited for this one. Give me the goddamn Dolphins. Ain't no tuna in this shit. We rolling. Dolphins at home. The Miami flu is real. Cowboys coming off of a rough loss to the Bills. And they have to play the Lions next week. They're going to lose one of these two games. I have a feeling they're going to lose to the Dolphins. Miami's getting Tyreek Hill back. And Achane, Mozart, Waddle, a lot of weapons. So, yeah, give me the Dolphins here.
My pick's probably gonna help you guys out because I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna take the Cowboys on this one. I know it's a tough matchup for them. I know it's a tough matchup for them, but the Cowboys usually, whenever they get blown out or just embarrassed in a loss, they usually answer back the next week with either a win or just some sort of crazy performance. I don't know if they've had a back-to-back lost game this season, but I'm gonna take the Cowboys on this one. Dolphins defense doesn't scare me. I know we got, goose egged on them last week, but we have the 32nd ranked offense. So what do you expect? But I like the Cowboys defense here, and I like the offense to get a little bounce back game. So give me the Cowboys to upset the Dolphins, even though it's not an upset pick.
All right, fair enough. McCarthy.
Give me the Cowboys. Heck the Dolphins.
Pretty much what McCarthy said.
Hector, my second favorite Texan, finished strong here.
Oh, man. I really don't want to pick this team, but I'm going with the Cowboys.
You got to stay with the state on this one. All right. Last but not least, for the six-pack itself, we got the game of the fucking week.
I think we just assumed that you were picking Miami, Chris.
Yeah, I'm picking Miami.
Yeah, I think I heard Chris mumble Miami before, but thank you for Maddie for keeping me honest. Yeah. Chris picking the Cowboys is even more rare than me picking the Cowboys. So, all right, Ravens 40 fucking Niners. I am all in for this game. I will be glued to my fucking TV Christmas Eve night. There's a reason I took off Christmas. The day after Christmas, I always take off. One, because I'm usually hungover because Polish Christmases we go hard. Two, always good to get a little break in between Christmas and work. Also, because I know there's always good football on, Ravens, 49ers, Eagles, Giants. Give me the goddamn Ravens for my upset pick here. It just qualifies, and I'm totally okay with it. Give me the Ravens. No Keaton Mitchell. I want him to play, man. That man is so fucking explosive. But I'm telling you right now, there was a quote from a certain Fox Sports broadcaster. Dude, the 49ers have had it so good. Like they're like there's no lack of sunshine. Everything's rainbows and no darkness. I'm like, they could use a little reality check here. I think the Ravens might just be able to just slightly out physical them here. I think the 49ers are still the better team, but I think the Ravens might catch them slipping here at home. Give me the Ravens as my upset pick.
This is the kind of game where you got the number one seed in both conferences. You have amazing defenses on both sides. You have a solid offense on both sides. This is a game where sometimes your pick is just based off of who's home, who's got the home field advantage. Because, like I said, the Ravens and the Niners have phenomenal defenses. The Niners, in my opinion, have a better offense. But the fact that it's home in Santa Clara for the Niners, that is what's kind of giving me that advantage on their end. So I feel most comfortable right now taking the Niners with this one.
All right. Chrissy?
The Ravens were my initial upset pick. Since you got them, you can't pick double upsets. So,
You still take him.
Yeah, but if they were home, I'd feel more comfortable. And Maddie brought up a great point. Like, they're traveling across country. Might be a little bit of jet lag. So I'm going to have to take Brock O'Clock and the 49ers. I hate them, but sucks. I'm taking them now.
All right. Mr. Flores.
Oof, man, this is a potential Super Bowl matchup right here.
Don't tell me that.
I hope not.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. I don't think this is gonna be the last time we see these two this year. So, but I got the Ravens on this one.
Interesting here. I don't know who this is, so comment who you are because I can't give you a gift card. I don't know who the hell to reach out to.
Jagging off, baby. You picked the Jaguars?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Jagging off.
All right, fair enough. All right. McCarthy finished us strong here.
Go Niners to win, but Ravens will cover.
There you go. All right. Our favorite part of the show. Chrissy, since I jacked your upset pick, I will give you you didn't take an upset in the six pack, did you?
Did take an upset.
All right. You did or didn't?
Did it.
Okay, so you get first dibs.
All right, I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals over the Bears.
What the fuck? Oh, my God.
In a row. Either me or Chris has jacked Matt's upset pick.
Let's
the problem
go.
Is, Matt, this is the problem with being in first place. You get last dibs every time. The only reason I gave Chris because I already took my upset, so I just get to take a gimme at this point.
Well, what are the odds that classifies an upset pick if a team's on the road and if a team's on home?
It's like -3. It's like it's +3 at home, -3 -4.5 on the road. Or no, sorry, -6 on the road.
Oh my God.
Plus
all right.
Sorry.
All right. It's not going to happen. Congratulations, Chris. You got me. I'll take fucking Raiders over Chiefs. They usually play each other hard, but poor choice of words. They usually have tough games against each other, but it's not going to happen. But like, what else am I going to fucking choose?
There's like college games too, brother.
Yeah, but like if a team is +4.5 on the road, that's not an upset, right?
4.5 on the road? No, it needs to be at least 5.5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to take fucking Duke over Troy? What kind of fucking game is that?
It's all good. Listen, it
Oh,
happens.
yeah, let me take Eastern Michigan plus 17.5.
This is why I love this part of the year, because if you're in first place, you get the bottom barrel picks. This is what makes it competitive again.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck college, because we're fucking. You know what? Raiders over Chiefs. Chris, cue the Raider chant.
All right. Raider.
All right, enough with this barking. I'm going with my guinea pig. Fuck your cutlets.
I was gonna take the Eagles too. Eagles.
Fuck Tommy Cutlets.
What?
Respectfully, of course. Actually, not disrespectfully. I actually respect him and who he's from, where he's from. But here's the thing: Eagles wearing black uniforms. That is a sign from management. It's time to get your shit together. There's a certain, for those of you who aren't Eagles fans, the Eagles black uniforms mean business, and shit's got to get corrected. Black Sunday is a real thing, and this time it's gonna be Black Monday. And Merry fucking Christmas to the New York Giants. So give me the Eagles as my guinea pig this week. I'm believing in my boys. I even wore my Kobe Bryant shirt this week for it. So go fucking birds, man.
Touchdown, Puka Nakua. First touchdown.
Put that on your bingo card.
You mean Puka Nakua?
Puka Nakua.
2 pooks, 1 cup.
That was hilarious.
Hector and Ryan, do you have any upsets or gimmies you guys like this week?
Hector, you go first.
I might need to check I need to see what it is, because obviously you guys know I'm gonna drop a soccer game here.
Do it.
Am I hearing Holland?
Nah,
I'm hearing Boxing Day in the EPL. That's what I'm hearing.
That's my guy, dude.
you know what? If you guys know, I do support Arsenal. They got a big matchup against Liverpool. Winner of this will end up having first place right now in the EPL. Give me my Arsenal. Give me my Gunners to go ahead and upset Liverpool.
What do we think of Tottenham? Shit.
What do we think of shit?
Tottenham.
Thank you. That's all right. That's all right. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham.
I love that chant.
Lewandowski, Polacks represent.
That dude's about to go to Chicago.
I know he is.
Oh, dude,
he's old.
Why is that surprising? Why is that surprising?
Chicago.
Well, I don't think it's Miami now.
Chicago.
Oh, go Bears!
I'm a certain soccer team called the Fire.
Chicago, the Fire.
They call them the Fire because usually they're under friendly fire at the.
Go Bears.
They call it Chirac for a reason. Yeah.
Do you see that girl who got shot in the boob because she had a gun at her boob? That actually happened.
I know.
She brought a gun to the White Sox game and it went off and she shot herself in the head.
All right, listen. As a person whose carry weapon does not have an actual trigger safety, it's called you buy a holster. It costs you $30 to $100, and you won't shoot yourself.
It probably
Shocker!
It probably wasn't registered in Chicago.
It doesn't matter, Ryan. You don't need to have a registered weapon to buy a holster.
They call me Bargain Bob. I don't know why I keep talking like this.
You guys want to hear something? You guys want to hear something funny? Apparently, the Miami Dolphins punter Jake Bailey just got engaged to his fiance. His fiance's name is Bailey Nicole, so she's going to be Bailey Bailey.
Yes,
I saw that. Yeah, double Bailey.
That is good.
Also, 66 take that. If you're listening, please let us know who you are so we can give you this gift card if you win, because I don't know how to.
We don't know who 66 take that.
Give me the Nuggets over the Golden State.
We need a way to contact you, okay? So
drop a Instagram handle or something.
I need an email address and an Instagram handle, or else I can't send you a gift card.
We've got Salah.
Actually, just tag your Instagram handle so we can see if you're following.
Yeah, tag your Instagram handle, and then we'll DM you asking for it, because we send it over email. Ask last year's winner, Mr. McCarthy, who was sitting right below me.
I'm not eligible.
Yeah.
And we sold.
That being said, McCarthy, I want your opinion on this because you missed this interaction before. Die Hard and Iron Man 3. Christmas movies?
Die Hard, yes. Iron Man 3 I've only seen once, and I
It
forgot
takes
that took
place on the
during Christmas.
23rd, 24th, and 25th of December.
Okay, I'll have to watch it again. But
Yes, I
yeah,
actually
Die Hard. Die Hard.
Of the
Yeah.
Iron Man movies, man.
See, I've only seen it once. I only saw it once. I saw it in the theater with my dad, so that's the only time I saw it. But yeah, Die Hard, yes, Christmas movie. Rocky 4 is also a Christmas movie.
I will. Oh, you know what? I'll let that one slide. Yes, Rocky 4 is a Christmas movie.
Because a fight takes place on Christmas between Drago and Rocky.
I didn't hear no bell.
I was thinking Rocky 5 for some reason.
Rocky 5 doesn't exist.
There was
We're talking about Rocky 5.
Rocky 5 doesn't exist.
With Tommy Gunn?
Like Godfather 3, Rocky 5 doesn't exist.
While we're on the topic of Christmas, I just stumbled upon this post on Facebook, and I've seen this before, and I've just never thought this was ever a good idea, both like enjoyably and sanitation wise. But I don't know where this place is. It's called Mr. Happy's Cafe, and it is exactly
it's in
what it sounds
Waterbury,
like.
Connecticut.
It's a gentleman's club.
Yep.
And they are doing 12 Days of Christmas, 2 parties on tomorrow and Saturday, and they are offering free Christmas dinner. And I just think I've seen buffets before highlighted at strip clubs, and I just when I hear strip club, I don't think food.
All right, so listen. So the more expensive the strip club, the better the buffet, obviously. In the 1 or 2 I've been to, they were both on the more expensive side. Amazing food. I sat there for the food and the energy. I was just sitting there by the buffet, like, oh, this is good.
Cheap ones don't even give you food.
Yeah, I never been to a real strip club, but I've been to the one in GTA. I got kicked out of that one.
You're that guy. You're that guy playing GTA going to the strip club.
Yeah, well, there was a mission at the strip club. It was Vanilla Unicorn. Yeah, that was the strip
I'm over
club.
here getting my lap dance here because I'm on a mission.
Yeah, I need to release some stress. I was stressed out.
I remember the Parks Recreation when they had the breakfast buffet, and Ron Swanson's like, I'm just here for the breakfast buffet.
Yo, facts. I am Ron Swanson at a strip club.
All you can eat steak dinner at a strip club, man. That's a
Bro,
damn.
listen. All you can eat breakfast buffet at a strip club is that shit.
Damn,
To quote the great Barney Stinson, do not sleep on the meatballs.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Wait for
Dairy.
it. Dairy.
All right, fellas. We're about to roll out of here. McCarthy, I know you got something for me.
Upsets and gimmies. My upset is Troy over Duke in the Birmingham Bowl.
I was tempted on that one. I'm kind of thinking I might have to take it now.
And my gimme is South Alabama over Eastern Michigan in the 68 Ventures Bowl, because both games are essentially home games for those teams.
Fair.
What a name for that bowl. That's what I love about bowl season.
Bowl season. I'm like Robertson Mo Salah. I keep looking at that comment.
Yo, listen, he ain't gonna win a gift card. He don't tell us who he is, so it's whatever, bruh.
That's my burner. No, it's not me. I was gonna hop in and just comment and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
Yeah, you're paying $10 for
I
your own
actually
gift
did
card?
put a comment.
Oh yeah, Hector did. I just peeped it.
It's okay. Everybody who
That's what I
guessed
did.
on the show, even except Josh, put a comment in.
Well, that's because Josh is a class act.
Yeah, all you boys are a bunch of scumbags. It's all right. We love you anyway.
Not as big as my cousin Brian. I just want
trying to win
point
the
that
gift
out.
card. No, not cousin
PS2 for a GameCube. Fucking scumbag.
Oh, funny ending to that story though. So my cousin comes in, he's like, "Hey, bro, so did you like the gift?" And I was like, "I got a GameCube, bro. I can't play a PS2 game." He's like, "Oh, I mean, since you can't use it."
Oh my god!
Oh no!
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 I was like, "Okay, man, here, have Clock Tower 3."
Clock Tower is an ass game anyway. Like, what the fuck?
Is that the game that you have to use holy water to like fight zombies or something like
Or
that?
something. It's something stupid like that. I'm like, what? I'm like, you said Clock Tower. I was like, I know this game. I don't know why I know this game, but I know this game.
What happened to Clock Tower 1 or 2? Don't know.
Who
But I
gives
had
a
Clock
fuck?
Tower 3.
Well, I was reintroduced to a game yesterday. My buddy had on a buddy of his had on live stream. It was Leisure Suit Larry.
Wow, that's a forgot about that game. That game.
I was like, yo, I don't know how I forgot about this game when I was a child, but like while I was younger, but holy shit, man.
That's wild.
That shit wild, bro. Chris, when you get off screen, look up Leisure Suit Larry.
Looking it up right now.
Probably
The
not the worst.
Xbox.
Probably not the
Oh,
worst thing
man.
he's ever Google searched.
I'm guaranteed it's not the worst thing ever.
Dude, I've been a vanilla unicorn.
Blue,
I got a crazy
Blue up.
browser history.
Blue
All right.
Waffle is number one.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Blue waffle.
All right. He brought Blue Waffle. We're calling it a day. All right. All right, gentlemen. It has been a pleasure rolling into the Corner Booth Christmas party with you guys. Shout out to our boys Josh Mahler and DJ Stewart for dropping by as well. Mr. McCarthy, you've made it to the end. Where can we find your amazing content?
You can find my amazing content on Twitter, Instagram, and the now frequently used TikTok. It's at NoCredsREQ. Facebook.com /NoCredsREQ. On YouTube, it's youtube.com /at NoCredsREQ. We are at 340 subscribers. We want to get to 500 so we can get that sweet, sweet monetization, get eligible for that. Podcast, anywhere you can find a podcast. And we made the announcement last night's show. We're not only going to do a weekday show, we're going to start a Saturday show, the Saturday brunch. It's going to be on the regular on Saturdays starting in the new year. So check us out.
I will be dropping by for at least one of those shows.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm inviting myself. Fuck it.
That's fine. That's fine. You're more than welcome to. Come
Listen,
on.
I love you and Dustin. I have no problem jumping off of that shit. Hector, where can we find your shit with you lynching and bear in the background?
I might have to take that down at some point. That was my niece's idea too, by the way.
To lynch a bear?
You better get her checked out, bro. Shit.
It was so that's a graduation bear. I got it when I graduated from college, and then she's like, "Oh, put him hanging on your credential so it looks like he's swinging, but it looks like he's getting hung." So I might have to reconsider that location.
We are so sorry, Hector's niece. We are horrible human beings.
But
Facts.
Friday, new episode of Insert Name FC. It's actually our end of the year episode.
Hell
Spencer pays off his singing bet. So you're gonna. I apologize in advance if you have to hear through that.
I've been
Also,
waiting for this all season, man. Fuck.
Also, jersey bet. I did announce a jersey bet in the episode. So if you guys want to know what that jersey bet is, go ahead and check it out. You can find us on YouTube, anywhere that you get your podcasting from. Follow us on Instagram and the X at InsertNameFC. You can also check us out on TikTok, insert.name.fc. Easy peasy. Go ahead and check out all the dumb shit that we're doing. And also be on the lookout for what the jersey bet is.
Fair enough. All right, you can find me and the gruesome twosome with me at All Things Corner Booth Pod. We will have a New Year's Eve episode on the 28th where we will announce who the winners are for our Corner Booth pregame extravaganza. It's going to be a fun time. And I appreciate it. Listen, I appreciate it too, brother, but I don't know who the fuck you are. So if y'all don't tell me what email to send you, I can't send you your gift card. All right. But appreciate you, man. 66 take that, brother. You got about 24 hours to let me know who the hell you are, or else you're getting disqualified. Appreciate you hanging in there with us. But ladies and gentlemen, shout out to our sponsors, Candidips, SeatGeek, and Mahler Bros. And of course, to the great network that is Belly Up Sports and Belly Up Media. Merry Christmas to all of you, and to the rest of you who do not celebrate Christmas. There's no judgments here. Happy holidays. Enjoy the time off with your families. Hopefully it's a happy, healthy, safe Christmas. Obviously, folks, a lot of alcohol being consumed this year, so drive safe. Do not drink and drive responsibly. So obviously don't drink and drive. And butcher that
Uber.
one. Take a fucking Uber, you assholes. And
DD.
yeah, and just enjoy the weekend and wait for pictures of the Clem family Christmas. It's even worse than the Griswolds. We throw darts at Elf on the Shelf.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Can I come?
McCarthy, if you can make it to Southbury by Sunday, you're more than welcome.
I'll be an honorary Pollock. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, listen, you got to get tattooed on you at some point. So
I'll put one in marker. I'll put like chicken nuggets on my.
Yeah,
marker.
right. Just put a little full. She can
I
make
read
sure the crown's on it, though, or else you won't be welcome in.
Let's do nugget characters from McDonald's. You should probably get one of those guys.
Yo, facts.
Yeah.
All right.
Cam Newton.
Yo, him and his bitter ass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you stopping by. Shout out to Hector, Mr. McCarthy, Mr. Josh, and Mr. DJ, and the rest of the Belly Up crew. We appreciate you for coming by. Hopefully, you all have an amazing Christmas. Shout out to everyone who commented and checked out. Check out our show on Thursday. We will announce who won the gift card. And for the rest of you, enjoy your night and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Kev's mom.
Jeez. Don't wish Heather Merry Christmas.